A lone figure emerges from the swirling desert sands, his silhouette etched against the fiery horizon. Whispers on the wind speak of a shepherd who once wore a crown, a fugitive who dared to strike down injustice, and a stranger chosen by a voice that echoes through eternity. I am who I am. In the shadow of Sinai's jagged peaks, a hidden past awakens, and a divine summons ignites a destiny that will reshape the fate of nations. Welcome to the untold beginnings of Moses, prince, outcast, prophet, the man who would lead an enslaved people to freedom and challenge the might of Pharaoh. Part 1. The Calling of Moses. Old Testament, the story of Moses. The prophet famine drove the descendants of Abraham into Egypt, where they endured 4 centuries of enslavement. Despite generations of hardship, the Israelite population flourished. Alarmed, Pharaoh commanded that every newborn Hebrew boy be drowned in the Nile. Yet a spark of compassion ignited when Pharaoh's daughter discovered an abandoned infant and secretly raised him in the royal court. This boy, Moses, grew up alongside the future heir of Egypt. Although he enjoyed all the privileges of Egyptian royalty, a deeper restlessness stirred within him. He felt fundamentally different, born for a purpose that lay beyond the palace walls. The Torah itself conceals his Hebrew name, a mystery that underscores the enigma of his origins. Over time, Moses began to uncover the truth of his lineage and destiny. As recounted in Exodus, when Moses was grown, he went out to his people and saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. He looked this way and that, and seeing no one, he struck down the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. That moment awakened in Moses an innate will to oppose oppression. He could no longer stand by as his people suffered. His fury erupted. "Stop that! Leave him alone!" The royal voice unexpectedly rising in defense of a slave. Yet when Pharaoh learned of the crime, Moses fled into the wilderness of Sinai to escape the wrath of the throne. 3 months later, he wandered east across the desert and came to Midian, a foreign land far from the pomp of Egyptian courts. Here, he was neither prince nor prophet, but a stranger among nomads. Nonetheless, Moses would become the father of countless Judaic, Christian, and Islamic traditions. Every element of Scripture, its laws, its stories, its commandments, traces back to his life and ministry. In Judaism, Christianity, and Islam alike, Moses occupies a unique place. He is one of only a handful of prophets whose entire life story is preserved in sacred texts. His struggles, his triumphs, and his revelations continue to speak to us today. They force us to ask, when we witness suffering, do we raise our voices or remain silent? From justice for the oppressed to the bedrock of social equity, the legacy of Moses endures. Out of the dust and the drama of ancient Egypt, the narrative pivots to a quieter scene, a well in Midian where a band of shepherds watch as a weary traveler approaches. "Stranger," softly, "who are you that you come so far for water?" Moses, respectful, "I seek work in exchange for bread and water." The well's owner, Jethro, the priest of that rugged mountain, extends hospitality freely. "Drink as much as you need. Stay the night." Moses learns that true leadership serves before it commands. It is here that Moses meets Zipporah, Jethro's daughter, who is first drawn to his courtesy when a sudden breeze threatens to expose her modesty. Rather than look, Moses calmly turns away, guiding her safely to the well. Impressed by his chivalry, Zipporah and her sisters go to their father and speak of the stranger's strength and trustworthiness. Jethro, a priest in a polytheistic tribe, coexisting with ancient Egypt and later Israel, exemplifies compassion unbound by ethnicity or creed. His kindness transforms Moses from fugitive to family, offering refuge and revealing a glimpse of God's inclusive plan. One evening, Jethro's camp falls silent around a crackling fire as the patriarch reflects on his guest. Moses may have been raised as an Egyptian prince, but his heart belongs to a higher calling. Across the desert night sky, the sacred mountain looms, shrouded in mystery and tradition. In many faiths, deities dwell atop the highest peaks, their presence signified by flickering lights and drifting clouds. Imagine standing in the lowlands, gazing upward at a summit crowned by seemingly supernatural flames. Let the mountain speak the path. Let the mountain guide the way. As the flames dance in the distance, a young voice pierces the hush. Mother, who is that man? A prince of Egypt, beloved son of Pharaoh's house. Yet the child recoils at the taunts of her peers, who call him different and unworthy. That night, Moses' mother, long since gone, would have whispered in his ear, "Remember who you are, my son. You are as royal as any of them." But the loss of his birth mother and the death of his advisor Mahar left Moses orphaned in spirit as well as in body. 7 daughters remained, but no son to carry on the line. Here ends our first chapter. Moses the shepherd turned prince, the hidden hero on the cusp of a divine commission.